Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of crafting, because I haven't really done a whole lot of that since 1.0, and I really feel the need to start working on my non-combat classes. So today we're going to be unlocking Culinarian, even though I've already unlocked it from 1.0, because the 2.0 or 3.07, whatever, doesn't recognize that it's actually unlocked yet. But Culinarian is what we're going to be leveling up today. Not leveling up. I'm basically going to be showing you how crafting as a whole works, because from what I remember from armor smithing, well, come to think of it, I haven't done armor smithing since 1.0, and back then nobody knew what in the hell did what. But the point here is, it's kind of this, it's similar to other crafting systems in Final Fantasy XIV. It's completely different from 1.0's, because 1.0 they really gave you absolutely zero idea what in the hell is going on. You just push buttons and hope for the best. Or maybe that was just my own stupidity, they probably did tell you. But getting back on the topic of, nowadays. Nowadays the crafting system is what some would consider the true in-game. Some would say glamour is the true in-game, some would say crafting is the true in-game, and yet still others, the weirdos that they are, say raiding is the true in-game. But whatever your stance on the matter, crafting in Final Fantasy XIV does take patience. If you don't have patience, you're not gonna level it up. Why? I'll show you when we actually start getting to the crafting. We're still actually unlocking the Culinarian thing right now. If basically, the only crafting, just give you a little perspective, the only crafting I ever did was in World of Warcraft, and I had like a master blacksmith and a master alchemist, with the gathering jobs that went with it. And back then, all you had to do was get the materials needed and hit craft. Boom, bada bing, you're done. That's it. If it was orange, you normally got a level up. If it was yellow, maybe. If it was green, good luck getting a level up. That was it. Now in 14, it's a lot more of a refined system. You can dictate if you're going to get a high quality item. Surely you've seen those up on the market boards where you go, well, I could get this, or I could get the one that has, a few more stats. It's a little more expensive. But that's how you get it in crafting. But getting high quality item in crafting, it takes a lot more work than just getting the item itself done, because you have to go through a lot of extra steps in order to improve its quality, and even then, it's usually only a percentage chance that you'll actually get anything out of it. Now, as you'll see, the guild supplier basically just supplies you with whatever you need in the first 5 levels, actually the first probably 20 levels, because they have a lot of stuff. All you need to do is make maple syrup, and this is the introduction to crafting. If you want to skip that, just hit the N button. It'll take you right to the synthesis screen, and that's just telling you how to do it. Okay, so when you start crafting, you have 3 buttons. You have one that increases your completion of it. You have one that increases your quality, and one that increases your durability. What this means is, when the progress is done, you're done with the whole thing. Period. That's it. You get experience. If you complete the high quality one, you have more of a chance to fail, but you up the chances of getting a high quality item. Excuse me, I cannot talk right now. But from what I understand, if you're going to turn in like the daily quests from your grand company, like the provision quest, you want to turn in a high quality one because you get more experience, man. More experience is always a good thing on Disciple of Hand and Land classes. But that wasn't really a good example. That was only a 40 durability maple syrup recipe. Let's start showing what actual cooking is like. Making actual food you're gonna eat, because you never just eat maple syrup in-game, or hopefully you don't eat it out of game either, just plain maple syrup, but if you do, you must be Canadian or something. Stereotypical. I hope that didn't offend anybody. The point here is, now we actually get to cook something that actually, people eat. That'd be grilled trout. Now, the problem with grilled trout is, if you don't know your way around Limbs of La Mensa, you're probably not going to know where to get the fish. Goodness knows I had to look it up. Which is funny, considering all you have to do is really look at the map, and I was too lazy to do that, so I went to Google instead, but don't worry, if you're lazy like me, you're watching this, I'll show you exactly where to get the fish you need, and the only problem is, I don't know where you get the table salt. I mean, I know where I got the table salt, because you need the princess fish, I think is what it is, and table salt. Now, that guild supplier lady to my left over there probably sells the table salt, I just didn't pay attention close enough. But to get the trout, if you know where the aft castle is, this is right near the aft castle. Simply go over here, up the stairs, into this thing, and there's a fishmonger. You can see where I'm at, so if you don't know where in Limbs of La Mensa I'm at, Then go to the fishmonger over here, pick up the princess trout, and there you go, bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Well, not done, but you picked it up. So after you finally find it, which it can be difficult and all that crap. Speaking of which, does he have table salt? No, I don't think he did. Somebody has table salt, because I know I've seen table salt all over the place, and I never pick it up, because I'm like, who needs table salt? But I knew for a fact, over in the Sahagan place, they had table salt. You do not, I don't imagine, have to go all the way over here. Because, well, it's a level 40-50 area, so I'm sure you can find it other places, I just don't know which. So it's time to make the trout. Or whatever this is, I think that's trout. So as you notice, this one has 60 durability, but 33 progress. Means you need at least 3 progress to work, or to get the thing done. Now I'm going to tell you what I did wrong here, because I didn't do this right. What I should have been doing is using the master's durability thing, like the durability up, which I think I use here. And then I should have kept using the quality improvement. Instead, I used the progress, which I don't know why. I guess I was really paranoid to get 5 misses in a row. Which you may well get at many times in your crafting career. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a random number generator thing. You're gonna have bad luck sometimes. But thankfully, as you get down the line in leveling, you do get skills to help you combat the RNG to an extent. What I mean by that is, I believe you get Steady Hand, I think that's what it's called. After this, after I think like 2 more crafting things, but anyway, being off of that, this is how you're going to level up this is how you're going to level up culinarian or whatever you're doing. This is just an example of, I want butter, so I have to buy the buffalo milk to make the butter, and I need the butter to make another thing that I can level up my crafting with. You can see where this is going. I need this, so I have to get this, so I can get that. That's crafting in MMOs, folks. That's just the way it's always been. But I'm not going to show making butter all day, as much as butter is great, and it is a great thing unless you eat too much of it. So, I think you have to make, what, not very many of these, which I think I didn't have enough at the time. Basically, pick whatever you think's easy to make, get the ingredients, and just make as many as you can if you want to brute force the low levels. At high levels, I don't know if that would work all that well, but I'm only level 9 right now, so... or whatever level I am right now, I can't really tell. But, I'm going to show you what Steady Hand does after this particular crafting, I think. And then you'll come up with little strategies like I should use the durability regen, and then I should use the quality, and then I should just risk it with the last 10, the last 20 durability. Whatever your threshold for risk management is, I guess. But you'll notice, my CP, I can't use everything infinitely. You only have so much stamina before you have to basically just say, whoops, I don't have enough stamina to complete this. So you should probably be careful with your CP, but you can increase that with gear, I believe. Okay, so Steady Hand. For the next 5 attempts, you have a 20% better chance at getting whatever you want done. So, improving your quality, and improving, not just going whoopsie and failing the crafting, or failing the cooking thing, is really lowered. Now, a lot of people say you have to be an Omnicrafter in 14 if you want all the nice cross-class abilities or whatever, which I'm sure you probably do. So I have a long, long road ahead of me. But, yeah, this is basically an introduction to crafting 101. Doesn't really matter which crafting, I don't think it matters. If it does, I look like a moron right now, but, I don't think it matters, but just, don't neglect it. I neglected it for a very long time, and now I have a lot of catching up to do. So, that's about all I got for crafting, folks. I'm not a master of it by any stretch of the imagination, but thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully I shall see you next time, and farewell everyone, until next time.